in our comfortable seat, and then just a couple pieces of writing that wanted to come through today. So the first one is from Elizabeth Gilbert and her book, Big Magic. So this is from the chapter called Persistence. If you truly want to be a minister, you don't mind listening to other people's problems. If you truly love performing, you will accept the discomforts and inconveniences of living on the road. If you truly want to see the world, you'll risk getting pickpocketed on a train. If you truly want to practice figure skating, you'll get up before dawn on cold mornings to go to the ice rink and skate. My friend back in the day claimed that he wanted to be a writer with all his heart. But it turns out he didn't want to eat that shit sandwich that comes along with the pursuit. He loved writing, sure, but he didn't love it enough to endure the ignominy of not getting the results he wanted when he wanted. He didn't want to work so hard at anything unless he was guaranteed some measure of worldly success on his own terms. Which means I think that he only wanted to be a writer with half his heart. And yeah, soon enough he quit. Which left me, Elizabeth, hungrily eyeballing his half-eaten shit sandwich, wanting to ask, are you going to finish that? Because that's how much I loved the work. I would even eat somebody else's shit sandwich if it meant that I got to spend more time writing. So I want you to take a moment before I go into this next quote and just think about, what is it that you are in pursuit of? Perhaps it is your sacred calling that you are already in touch with, that you have touched the gem inside of you that is that sacred calling, and you are allowing her to speak to you. Perhaps it is wanting to touch that gem inside of you, and that is the pursuit. No matter where you are in that process, I want you to feel the beauty and the knowing that comes with feeling that something you love so much you would give anything for. That you would take the challenges and the downsides to come with the beauty of that calling that you know is true for you. And feel into that level of devotion. Bring both hands to your heart. And allow your presence of mind to go deep inward. And go deeply into the center of your heart. And feel there in the center of the heart where that love and that devotion for your sacred gift lives. Remind her that you are here, that you are listening, and that you are feeling what is true for you. And in this moment, having sacred gratitude for your truth, for your true north. And we thank our ancestors, and we thank our angels, and we thank our highest selves, and we thank our guides for reminding us and helping us to continuously come back onto our path. We are grateful. We are gathered. And you can keep your eyes closed and let your hands just rest down in your lap, cupping your right hand with your left and then letting the thumbs touch. And letting that rest down in your lap space, relaxing your shoulders. Allowing yourself to come into a meditative, a gazing inward state. As we flood our mind with the mind of God, our eyes are made whole and our thoughts begin dancing across the images of the world. Do not seek to dampen your anxieties by meditating. Do not expect to receive blinding insights. Do not look for miraculous changes. Just sit quietly and listen to the hush of heaven. And as you rise, keep it resounding in your ears. It's from Hugh Prather. Letting yourself marinate on these words as you begin to deepen your breath in through your nose. And out through your nose. In through your nose, let it soften your belly. Out through your nose, feel your belly contract ever so sweetly. In through your nose, belly softens. Out through your nose, belly contracts. Continuing like this, inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Keep going with your breath and keep letting your gaze go even deeper inward. One more just for you. Inhale, sweeping your arms up and around through your auric field. Connecting your palms at the top, exhale the prayer through heart center, past your third eye, past your throat, past your heart, your solar plexus, and then sweeping down, inhale back up and around. Exhaling down. Inhale up and around, one more. Exhale through center. And you're going to crawl your left fingertips out past your left hip. So a little tiptoe with the left fingertips. Let your left palm plant. And then bend your elbow, left elbow a little bit. Inhale, sweep the right arm up and over, so you're reaching past your right ear. Roll your pinky finger down towards the floor so that shoulder backs away from the ear. Bend the left elbow, take a nice big stretch. Inhale, feel the right hip grounding. Exhale, feel the right fingertips reaching. Perhaps looking up past the right elbow. One more breath here. Inhale, ground. Exhale, stretch. Then sweep up and across, switching sides. Right fingertips crawl out past the right. Bend the right elbow. Reach the left fingertips past the left ear. Roll your left pinky finger down towards the floor. All this does is rotates that shoulder a little bit, softens it away from your ear, relaxing the neck. Grounding on the inhale through the left hip. Exhale, lengthen and stretch. One more here. Perhaps looking up past the left elbow. Beautiful. Inhale up through center. And then exhale, falling forward through the center. Take a little stretch here. If you're sitting on a block and you want to move it, you're welcome to do that. Walk your fingertips forward, 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 and then let your chest come down in between the fingertips. Another breath here, maybe your forehead reaches the earth. Walk your hands back. Take your legs out in front of you. You can have them as close together or as wide apart as you wish. Okay, so find your perfect placement for your feet. Mine tend to want to be hips distance. Ever since having my babies, the feet together is feels a little bit more forceful. So just going easeful here. Hands along your hips, press down into your palms. Root down through your sit bones as you lengthen through the entirety of your spine. Draw your chin towards your throat. Inhale. Exhale, reach the arms up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward, keeping the arms alongside the ears. As long as you can, and then find that nice, long, straight spine. And when your hands want to drop, let them keep the spine as it is. Just let the hands come wherever they fall. Keep lengthening through that straight spine. Draw your chin towards your throat slightly. Inhale. Now you could stay here, or you can exhale and round into yourself. Let it be soft, let it be easy. Let it be a prayer to go more into your heart, more into that sacred gem inside of you. Listening, loving, devoted. And if you feel called to fold even more, go ahead and do that now. Last breath. Now, before you come out, I want you to take inventory. Just feel the body. What do you notice? Walking the fingertips back up. Draw your heels toward your sit bones. Take your palms behind you, fingertips facing towards your hips. And we're gonna lift our hips up off the ground into a tabletop position. Squeeze your butt a little bit so it lifts up, up, up. And then you can let your head come back flat or fall. Take a big breath, feel the opening in the shoulders. The throat. One more breath. Then gently lowering down, head lifts, hips soften. Cross at your ankles, roll over your ankles, come to all fours, table pose. I'm looking for my clip, 1 second. Okay. All right. We're gonna, again, turn the fingertips so that they're facing towards your thighs. You could do one at a time if you wish, or both at once. And then this is gonna be very gentle, but it's gonna feel probably like a lot, especially because we're all so much on our phones. So the hips are gonna soften back, just so little, you can barely see me doing it, just a little tiny bit, and you're gonna feel like the heel of the hand wants to lift, but you don't let it. And then press down into every single fingertip. Roll your shoulders open a little bit more. Draw the chin towards the throat, back of the neck is long. And then breathe into your sweet wrist. This beautiful joint in our body that does so much for us. Cooking, writing, painting, pulling our cards, planting our flowers. Just have gratitude for all of the work, the magic, the devotion that pours through into our hands. Thank you. Thank you. One more thank you. Beautiful. Gently release, slow and steady. I like to kind of make it big, you know, opening up the shoulders as I come back around, letting the joint open. You want to roll it a couple more times. And then sit your hips back on your heels, reach the fingertips up to the sky and painting with the sky. I always think of our fingers, our hands, as this extension of our energy. Think like Reiki, right? Like we can move energy with our hands. We hug our loved ones. And we do this too when we dance, when we move. So roll through your wrists and let the energy pour into your fingers. And just do this dance of gratitude, this dance of reverence for these gorgeous instruments that we have been gifted as human beings. Maybe clearing out anything in your field that you notice that's ready to just be moved. Not that it's unloved, but it's just reshaping. These are your wings. One more big breath. And then exhale, come forward. Reach your right foot back behind you. Don't think about it so much as a workout type of a pose. Think of it more as an activating pose. It's bringing awareness from the legs into the belly. Feel the presence in your hands now, the love. Just take one breath here. We're just feeling the connection from the belly to the hip to the leg, all the way out to the foot. And then exhale, release. Other side, lift the left leg long behind you, and activation from the hip to the knee, to the ankle, to the foot. Everything coming online in awareness. And feel the belly. Big breath. Beautiful. Let the left knee come down and open your knees up as wide as your hips. Drop your belly. Let your chest soften in between your shoulders. And then gently let your eyes look up towards heaven, towards the sky. Exhale, rounding. Lead with your eyes, your chest. Feel how the tailbone follows. Inhale, lead with the tail. Drop the belly, the chest, and then lift the eyes. Exhale, lead with the eyes, the chest, the belly, the tail. Inhale, lead with the tail, lifting. Belly drops, chest drops. Lift your eyes. Lead with the eyes, the chest, rounding the belly, the tail. A couple more like this. Feel the tailbone first. Inhale. Feel the wave of energy move up your spine to the eyes. Lead with the eyes. Exhale. One more for you. Beautiful. Come to neutral. We're going to curl our toes and make our way into our first downward dog. In honor of this little baby growing inside of your belly, we're going to do one just like we would like to do if we all had babies growing in our belly. We're going to open our feet nice and wide. And then you can press your belly back towards your thighs, even more so like this. It's almost as if that baby belly would hang in between our legs. And then your head looks back towards your chest a little bit. You don't want to tuck it, but you just want to let the eyes soften, the head soften. Big inhale. Through the nose, exhale. And then walk back your hands 2 steps, big steps. You're going to take your right hand to your left ankle, bending the left knee a little bit. Let your head peek underneath your left elbow, left armpit. You could go to any variation of this. Your hand could be in front of your face with the right hand if you want. It doesn't have to be a big deep twist if that's what you're asking. A nice deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, opening the left rib cage to the sky a little bit more. Beautiful. And then switch. Right hand plants. Left hand walks to the right ankle. Hooking on the outside. Bend the left elbow toward your center. Bend the right knee, and then let your eyes peek underneath the right armpit. Deep breath in. Exhale, twisting. One more here. Good, releasing your left hand, walking back out. Coming into your down dog, walk your feet in so they're hips width distance now. Roll forward, coming into a high plank pose. You can lower your knees here for the first one. Just change this. Okay. So I want you to bring your heart over your thumbs. The natural tendency here, especially after we've had babies, our belly just wants to let go. Okay, so I want you to find strength in that lower abdomen as you draw the heart over the thumbs. Press into those reverent hands and feel the spine nice and long. Inhale. Little bend in the elbows. Take like a little mini chaturanga, not even halfway, just a little bit, and then press back up. Inhale. Keep the activation through the core. Exhale, little mini chaturanga. Elbows in, shoulders open, core is activated. Press back up. Inhale. Just one more like that. Feel the activation happening. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Grow your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale into your high plank, just testing out the length of your down dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips still high. Inhale, high plank. Heart is over the thumbs, feel that. Exhale, down dog. One more, sweet. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Come high on the balls of your feet. Feels like you're gonna float right onto the tippy toes. Bend your knees. Feel the belly come back towards the thighs. Keep looking forward. And then you're gonna tiptoe. Take as many steps as you can, so keep them little. Tiptoeing all the way to the top of the mat. Notice what you feel along the way. Come onto the fingertips when you need to. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. And then tiptoe and bring your feet together. Stay on the tiptoes, keep the heels lifting. And then folding into your legs, keeping the heels lifting. Woo. Squeeze at the thighs for stability. And then exhale, melt the heels and fold. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, you're gonna lift the heels, come onto the tiptoes. Squeeze your thighs. Inhale here, lifting. Exhale, the heels melt as you fold. Let your head come down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting all the way back up. When you get to the top, come onto your tiptoes. Woo! Stay here. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt the heels, bring the hands to your heart. Inhale, come onto your tiptoes, lift your hands up. Stay on your tippy toes as you fold. Exhale. Woo! This one will challenge you. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your thighs. Folding in. Stay on those tiptoes. You've got it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Still on your tiptoes. You got it. And we're going to come all the way up. This is a big one. Inhale on the tiptoes. Woo. All the way up. And exhale, melt your heels, hands to your heart. Notice what you notice. Go even more deeply inward. Last one like that. Inhale, sweep high. Come on those tiptoes. You got it. Notice how your body's starting to get a little bit more used to it, showing you some new places that are activating. Stay on the tiptoes. Exhale, folding. Stay on the tiptoes. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay on the tiptoes. Exhale, fold. This is a big one. Inhale, lift up. On those tiptoes. Exhale, heels melt, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Left knee comes down. Release your left toes. Inhale, the hands go up to the sky. Interlace your fingers and then point through your index finger. So you have like a Charlie's Angel. Thumbs are crossed. Lift from the lowest part of your core, so it's down around your pelvis, all the way up through your heart and to the fingertips. But this is a powerful strength mudra. Feel her power. Inhale. And exhale, hands come through the heart. Frame the right foot. You might like to have your blocks here. Okay, you can have them nearby. We're gonna rock back into half split pose. Right leg straightens, keeping a little bend in the right knee is normal, okay, for most of us, I would say. And I want you to take your right hand to your right hip and gently draw that right hip back so it's in line with the left. Hug your right sit bone in towards your left. Now lift your chest. This is where the blocks can come in handy. Lift your chest, hug your belly in, and exhale, fold towards your toes. Good, and we're gonna pulse. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, crawl to the top. Take your blocks with you if you have them. Inhale, this is like a, low lunge. Some people call it runner's lunge, but you're gonna have your knee down. And I want you to let the left hip drop even more deeply as you lift your chest, hands stay down. They could even reach for the floor if you have that level of flexibility here. Okay, big inhale, heart is open, eyes look up. Exhale, you're gonna rock back, straightening the leg. Keep in mind that right hip hugging in towards the left. Feel that engagement. Exhale, fold. Okay, and we're gonna pulse. Inhale, come forward. Eyes look up. Exhale, come back. Right hip pulls towards the left. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Move at your breath. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. A couple more with your breath. It's always good to make noise, hum a little bit. The body likes to release things with sound, so it's normal to want to moan, hum, bumble the lips, whatever's there. Exhale. Inhale, walk forward. Set your blocks off to the side. Curl your left toes, step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Lower your knees. We're gonna do again that little mini chaturanga. Keep the core engaged. Press back up. Downward facing dog. Big inhale. Through the nose, exhale. Inhale the left leg long to the sky. Keep your left toes flexing towards the earth. I know we want to roll our left hip open, but we're not going to do it. We're going to create strength, just like we did in our tabletop in the beginning. Feel the belly, the hip, the knee, the ankle, the foot. One strong line, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, step the left foot to the top. Right knee comes down. Right toes release. Inhale the hands to the sky. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger, thumbs are crossed. Now, your right hip, it's easy to want to kind of just jut right into it forward, okay? But I don't want you to lose integrity in the low belly. Feel the low belly engaging, lifting up. It really starts with that blue flame activation we do, right? With our feeling the lift all the way from our cervix, truthfully, up through the center line to the heart. It's an activation, not a squeezing, not a tension. Inhale. Exhale the hands through center. Surrounding your left foot, maybe your blocks. Rock back, straightening the left leg. Okay, little bend in the left knee, normal. Flex the left toes up towards the sky. Take your left hand to your left hip. It's gonna tend to be forward. So you're gonna gently remind it to come back in line with the right. And I like to bring my hand to the left sit bone. You're lifting the left sit bone under you. Squeezing it towards the right. Okay, now we have a lot of presence there. Now inhale with the blocks or with your hands, lift your belly. Lengthen through your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Walking the hands forward, lift your chest. Okay, now you're going to be able to kind of bend even more deeply into the left knee. Right hip sinks towards the floor. And we're going to lift up through our chest, open our shoulders back, squeezing out our shoulder blades, our wingtips. Let your eyes look up. On the exhale, you're going to rock back, hugging the left hip back and towards the right. Folding. Inhale forward into your low lunge. Eyes to the sky. Exhale back. Use your breath to activate the body and releasing. To activate the body and moving through any tension. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you go back. 3 more, your breath. Exhale. Exhale. Gorgeous. Inhale, come forward, set the blocks off to the sides. Curl your right toes. Lift your right knee, step the right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping high. And we're going to go right back in. Exhale, big dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping the right foot back. Right knee comes down. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale the hands through heart center. Surround the left foot. Curl your right toes. Lift your right knee. And you're going to step the right foot 2 feet up. Pyramid pose. Again, the blocks are nice here. Not a necessity, just an add-on if you'd like. Okay, and we're going to soften our left hip back. Lift your belly, lift your chest. Look forward with your eyes. Exhale, folding into the left leg. And a little lift, not maybe fully, but just a little lift of the belly, the eyes, the heart. Exhale, folding more deeply. One more like that. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, lift a little bit. Set the blocks off to the side. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank pose. Lower your knees. This time you can go full chaturanga, okay? Halfway bend. The shoulders never go below the elbows. And then press back up. Downward facing dog. Feel how everything's getting a little stronger, a little bit more open. Give her acknowledgement for what is occurring in that positive shift. Deep breath. And out. Inhale the right leg long behind you, flexing the right toes towards the floor. You have right hip, right knee, right ankle in one line. Strong belly, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Right foot steps to the top. Left knee comes down. Inhale the hands to the sky, lift. Exhale through center. Hands surrounding the right foot. Grab your blocks. Curl the left toes, lift the left knee. Step the left foot 2 feet up. Pyramid pose. That left heel turns in just a little bit. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel belly engaged, heart open, throat open. Exhale, folding into that right leg. Inhale now, just a little lift. Activate your quads, lifting up from the earth. Exhale, folding in. One more inhale, little lift. Exhale, folding. Stay here for one breath. And out. Inhale, look forward. Open your chest and then step the left foot to meet the right. Top of the mat. Blocks to the side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale to your heart. Pause here, let your palms open by your side, Tadasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, sweeping up, come onto the tippy toes. Squeeze your thighs. Ooh. Stay on those tippy toes as you fold. It's like an airplane. Coming down, keep lifting the tippy toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding in. Let your heels melt. You're gonna open up your feet about sit bones distance. You can measure with 2 fists if you like, or you can feel up to your sit bones and then trace down. Okay, now inhale, halfway lift, lengthen belly, heart, eyes. Exhale, folding in, grabbing the peace sign fingers around the big toes. Your thumbs can press onto the mat or onto your big toes. And then your belly connects to your thighs. Okay, so you're bending your knee to make that belly to thigh connection.
Is there something else I can help with?
So funny, my computer thinks I'm talking to her.
I don't know
what I say when I say something. It did that last time too. That's hilarious. Okay, grab your peace sign fingers around your big toes. And then dropping down and in. Let the elbows go out to the sides as your head hangs heavy in between. And then you can begin to straighten the legs, if that feels okay to you. And asking yourself to create more spaciousness in the backs of the legs, more spaciousness in your thighs and in your spine. Couple more breaths here. Gather up all of the space that you can muster. Let your breath guide you even deeper. Sit bones reaching towards the sky. One more. And gently releasing. Bend your knees even more deeply. Let yourself relax. And slow like a rag doll. Making your way up to stand. Eyes are last. Walk your feet together. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, diving. Inhale, halfway lift. And then come onto your tippy toes. Bend at your knees until your seat comes to your heels. And then come all the way down onto your seat. You're going to turn on your mat so that you're on it long ways. Bring your feet together, let your knees come out to the side. And you can walk your feet as close to your sit bones, as close to your sacrum as feels good, or as far away as it feels good, okay? Any shape is fine. And then inhale, you're gonna lift your chest. Exhale, drawing with a straight spine down towards your feet. And your head can come down to the earth if that's available, or you could rest it on a block. Perhaps connecting your fingertips and allowing your energy to keep circulating through your body. From left side to right, from right side to left. Let the breath be even more steady now, perhaps even deeper as you soften into the shape. Slowly begin to lift your chest. Use your hands to lift you up. Keep your right heel drawing in towards your groin muscles. Left leg goes straight out. Okay. And we're gonna take our left fingertips and walk on the inside of the left thigh, the inside of the left calf. And then you're bending at the left elbow, right arm reaches up, overhead. And your left elbow can come to the ground, if that's there. You can rest it on your leg if you want, that's fine. And then I want you to roll your right rib cage open, maybe looking out past the right elbow. Right pinky finger rolls towards the floor. Big breath here as you open up your legs and your side body. One more breath. Inhale, sweeping up. You're gonna lift your right knee, plant your right foot. And you're gonna take your left hand outside the right ankle, so it goes across the front of the body here. And then once again, we're gonna reach the right arm up and overhead. Now, you might be able to come and reach for your left toes. Oh, baby. Oh my goodness. And keep asking that right side body to roll open. You can hover the right fingertips. Any place where they land is enough. Try and soften that right sit bone down onto the ground. Inhale. Exhale, rolling open. One more. Good. Inhale, coming up. Hook underneath your right knee and straighten the right leg. Okay, take your hands on either side of your pelvis. Lift your sit bones off the ground and settle them back down. So you kind of rotate just a little bit so we have a nice straight spine. And then inhale, lift up through your arms. Exhale, coming forward, just like we did in the beginning. Fold until your arms are alongside your ears until you can't anymore, then let the hands come down. And then stay with that nice straight spine. This is more than enough. I'm sure you're feeling it on those inner groin muscles, inner thigh muscles, hamstring muscles. Let it do what it's doing and just be steady. Going even more deeply inward. Keep your breath steady like a river. And if your body is asking you to fold even more, you're welcome to do so, maybe coming to the forearms or a block. Depending on your flexibility, you might have your head come all the way down. Just let your body tell you what she wants to do. And then trust her, stay where she's leading you, and take 3 more deep breaths. Big exhale. Planting your hands, lifting your chest. Walking all the way back up. Hook underneath your left knee, draw your left heel towards your groin muscles. Now you're gonna walk your right fingertips on the inside, excuse me, inside of your right leg, planting the right palm. Inhale, the left arm comes up and over. Maybe the right elbow comes down to the earth, or maybe on top of the leg. Just be careful of your knee if you are going on top of the leg. And then rolling the left chest open. The left fingertips roll, pinky finger towards the floor, opening up your shoulder. Maybe the eyes look up past the left elbow. One more big breath. Inhale, sweeping up. Grab underneath the left knee, lift the left knee up to the sky, plant your left foot. Take your right hand in front of the body, hooking on the outer edge of the left ankle. So you're creating like a little pulley here with your right arm to help you stabilize, to go more deeply into the side stretch. Now, left arm goes up and around, really open it up from the back all the way to the top. And then you're bending at the right elbow. There's a little bit of a resistance here in my arm. It's kind of, the muscle is working. And I'm reaching. Maybe I can grab for my right toes. When I do this, my left hip pops off the ground. So that's a little too much for me today. So feel that left hip grounded. And that can be your anchor. And then you can let yourself go even more deeply in the stretch. Rolling open the left chest, left rib cage, looking up past the left elbow, and just breathe. One more here, so beautiful. Inhale, coming up. Ooh, good. Okay, bring your feet out in front of you. Once again, straight-legged. You can bring them as wide as you like. Plant your heels, flex your toes back towards you. Take the fingertips alongside the hips. Press down into the earth, Dandasana. Nice straight spine. Chin towards the throat. Inhale, reach the hands high. And then keeping the arms with the ears as you fold, nice straight spine. Exhale. All the way until you can't anymore. Keep the straight spine, let the hands lower. And I want you to notice from the first time you did this, now to the last, just what is different, if anything. Let the chin come towards the throat. Feel the grounding in your sit bones, the opening in the backs of the legs. And then draw the low belly in. Exhale, you might want to fold a little bit more deeply. You could even grab for your feet if you feel called to do so. Let yourself round if you want, just going into your depth here. A few breaths while we hold it. Find your depth and then hold it. Go even more deeply inward. more breath. Gently release. Walking the hands back up. Slide your heels toward your sit bones. Plant your feet underneath your knees. Fingertips facing back toward your hips. Reverse tabletop, one more here, lifting your hips. Feel the difference, if any, and then let your head go. Slowly lowering down. Let the legs go straight out in front of you. Reach your arms long out in front of you, palms face up. Slowly lowering down onto your back. Slide your heels toward your sit bones. Hug your knees into your chest. And rock side to side, maybe circling the low back. Just feel everything that is opening for you. And going the other direction. If you're rocking one way, rock the other way. And you're going to draw your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers on top of the right shin. Draw the right knee towards the right armpit. Let the left leg go straight out in front of you, pointing through the left toes. So you have an active left leg and an active squeezing of the right leg. And then flex your left foot. And take a big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the right leg across the body to the left. Use your left arm to do so. Now, you could grab the left hand on the outside of the right foot and straighten through the right leg and bring that down. Or you can just have the bent knee, whatever feels good for you today. Bring your right hand on top of your right hip. So you have that right elbow up towards the sky. And then I want you to just let the right elbow drop open. And then you can open your right palm. So it's very gentle opening of the chest. The eyes can look straight up, or they can look to the right fingertips. All that's left to do is breathe so sweetly into this opening. One more breath here. Coming back through center, right knee draws into your chest. Bringing the left leg into your chest, tight squeeze, wrapping the arms around both legs. Lift your forehead towards your knees. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Release the right leg straight out in front of you. Interlace your hands on top of the left shin. Relax your head and let the interlacing of your hands, pull that left shin down towards your body. It's away from the rib cage, so out on the outer edge of the body towards the left armpit. Engage both of the shoulders down to the earth, and then point through your right foot. Right leg becomes active. And then flex through your right foot. And you're going to take the right leg across the body over to the left side. Excuse me, left leg across the body over to the right side. Again, if you did it on the other side, right hand hooks on the outer edge of the left foot, straightening through the leg. And then bring your left hand to your left hip. Left elbow goes up to the sky. And then let your left elbow just drop towards the floor. And your left palm can open up as well. Nice big breath here. One more breath. Exhale. And coming back through center. Hug the knees in one more time. And exhale, let the legs go straight out in front of you. Legs are nice and wide. You can lift your hips if you need to, roll them around, get them comfortable. And then lift your shoulders a little bit and let them settle back down. So nothing is in its way. And the palms open alongside your body. Inviting yourself into this beautiful resting pose. A space for integration. A space of coming home. I'm going to let you stay here as long as you like. So get yourself comfortable, maybe a blanket over top you or something like that to keep you warm. And you can stay here as long as you'd like. We will close our practice here. One more deep breath. Open mouth. As we flood our mind with the mind of God, our eyes are made whole, and our thoughts begin dancing across the images of the world. May you feel rested. Namaste.